Good afternoon. It's Saturday afternoon. It's been another gorgeous, hot, sunny day, and to be honest, we've spent most of it sat outside.
We have. The sun is there, the sky is blue.
Yep.
And
we're ready for our Q&A.
Ready for our Q&A.
I thought you were going to do me a Valentine poem there. No.
I know a few, but they're not for public viewing, are they, really?
So, we had plenty of questions sent in, and we're going to answer them.
Yeah. And we haven't rehearsed anything, so you get us with the truth and no pretendies.
In fact, I haven't even told him what the questions are. So, are you ready?
Yeah,
are you ready to go on the first ever proper RedsgoTravels Q&A session?
It's Q&A and I don't even know what the questions are, so they could hit me hard, couldn't
Well, there'll be a test afterwards.
Okay.
Right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. First question from Caveman. How do you plan food and drink supplies and fuel stops?
Fuel stops, we tend to sort of plan it better than that episode when we went to the yellow.
Depending on where we are, to be honest, there are apps out there that you can find your fuel on. So I can tend to use, in France, I'll use perhaps Via Michelin, and in Spain as well. So if you put the details in and fuel, it will come up, but it will also give you an up-to-date price of around that area, and you can pick the cheapest one, and they always seem to be exactly right as well, don't they?
They're very, very good and up to date.
Yeah, so if we need fuel, I'll always consult the app first. However, sometimes we're driving along and we see a good price, don't we?
Yeah, we'll top it up, you know. I mean, once we get down to about a quarter of a tank, it's like it's time to start looking. You're a bit more, let's get to the yellow and start looking. But again,
or the red sometimes.
Yeah. But what we found in Spain as well with fuel, that's kind of mixed. Most stations have got LPG as well, so we tend to look for that. But yeah, fuel is very cheap. I mean, at the moment, the last fill up was about €132. Yeah, really cheap, and it's kind of sticking around there as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good price. I mean, what you'll find is in a town, you'll find one petrol station or diesel station at €1.65, and just at the end of the road, it's €1.31. And you're thinking, well, that's a massive difference. You don't tend to get such huge differences in one town. I mean, you get differences, but not as big as that.
Yeah, and again, you know, similar to the UK, isn't it? Stay off the motorway, stay off the main roads. If you go in a little bit and find them on the back streets or the independents, they can be a lot cheaper.
Yeah. LPG, if you see it, buy it. We just top up. If we go somewhere and we go, oh, they're doing LPG there as well, we'll just top up what we've got.
Yes, yeah, and don't forget your adapters. We've covered that before on previous vlogs, but it's different in Spain compared to France, compared to the UK, so we just went on Amazon and bought a pack of 3 adapters. Yeah. And haven't been caught out.
Nope. Food, to be honest, we bring some basics from home. So we'll bring pasta, rice and noodles. But what I've tend to find is I get better stuff out here than I can get at home. There's certain sauces that I can get here, certain particular, there's a lot of stuff in Germany we like, so we stock up when we're out here. So we only end up, when we go to the supermarket, we're buying fresh things like yogurt, fruit, veg, meat. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much what goes into the basket here.
And when we're in Spain, it's kind of tapas things.
Oh yeah, we eat out a bit.
Or if we can get to the market and so on. But there's always something in the van to fall back on.
Always, yeah.
If we struggle.
Might not be great, but it's always
there.
Yeah,
exactly. But what we've also found as well in the Lidl over here is they stock grain-free dog food. So food for us isn't a problem. Food for the dogs, we like them on grain-free because of allergies and so forth. That's readily available because Mr. Fly.
We've got a fly, and we've had it 2 days now, and we cannot get rid of it. We think it's just one fly, and it's got a real attachment to us. Don't. The other thing I want to mention about Lidl is, in Spain, you can use your Lidl card from the UK. So your Lidl discount card applies here too. So top tip.
And yes, they do have the middle still.
Oh, obviously.
All the goodies, all the middle of Lidl.
Okay, next question. Leslie Smith sent this question.
Ooh.
Is Spain, oh this is a good one, is Spain reducing places available to van life people, or is it that it's becoming more popular, hence lack of places like you are currently experiencing?
Definitely both.
Definitely both.
What we found is on the coast, it's very busy,
Yeah.
and a lot of people can't get onto sites. You might do your search for sites or check on camping websites. You can't get on.
No.
We managed to get on one which was Camping Benisol, and we soon realised why we could get on there.
Yeah,
But again,
we had a dodgy pitch, didn't we?
yeah, that's a few vlogs back. But yes, if you try and book a site now, a lot of people are booking this year for next year. And we've been to a couple of resorts where the height barriers are coming in. The locals are saying that people have parked up, done what they shouldn't do. They're parking where it says no parking. So I think, yeah, they're clamping down, aren't they?
Yeah.
It is becoming a problem to find free park-ups.
But here's the solution. Come inland.
Yes.
10 miles, not even that. The campsites are plenty of spaces left. They are cheaper and they are better. And if
Yeah.
you really want to get to the coast, just travel out there for the day. And that's what we did in our last site. We are on a brilliant air at the moment. We'll show it to you. I think it'll be sometime next week. This video will be out.
Yeah,
It's excellent.
but it's something you would pay probably 30 quid a night, if not more, in the UK.
Absolutely.
It's brilliant. But yes, there is definitely less park-ups available.
More vans are out here.
More vans out
Everyone
here.
we've spoken to has said they have never seen so
Yeah.
many vans. Don't know why. Maybe it's the
Yeah.
explosion in motorhome and van ownership is actually
Yeah.
peaked. I don't know, but everyone is saying compared to this time last year, it's absolutely crazy out here.
It is, and they're also going through a heat wave in Spain at the moment.
Yes.
So a lot of people are seeking the sun. You know, us included. The sun gives us that ease of ride on solar. There are definitely less spaces, and yes, they are clamping down on wild camping or off-grid camping.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Did you visit Alicante? And that was from... Oh, it's Leslie Smith. Leslie Smith is having 2 questions here.
Oh, double questions,
Double
Leslie.
questions, Leslie.
Not yet.
No. And do you know what? We came out with the intention of going all over Spain on this trip. We were going to head straight down south. We were going to go to Portugal. Then we were going to come round and we were going to go all the way up the coast. We've literally come over here and we have spent 5 weeks in a 40-mile radius.
Yep.
And we have not even seen half the things we want to see.
We haven't, and we...
Alicante being one of them.
Well, Alicante being one, but we've kind of stayed put. But we've seen so many different things.
We have.
We kind of realise now that you don't have to do big mileage to see everything.
Yeah.
We've saved a lot of money by not travelling.
Yes.
We've had a lot of recommendations to go places, and we do really appreciate that.
Oh, you've sent us some cracking places. Really brilliant.
Yeah.
We're so happy with some of the places you've suggested to us. So
But we were in Denia, 3 weeks back?
more than that.
There or
4,
thereabouts.
Yeah.
We ain't that far from there now.
No, we're not. Probably take an hour to drive there.
Yeah, so we haven't really made much progress on the road.
But we have seen the most incredible things, all very different, and we've absolutely loved it. And to be honest, we could come back to this area again for 3 months next year,
Yeah.
and I don't think we'd need to revisit anywhere. We could just do all new stuff. So, yeah, haven't been to Alicante, want to go to Alicante, stick with us. We'll take you there next year.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Okay. Farm deck. How long are you away for? And do you have a rough plan of your route or places to visit on your way home? Yes, we do. Except I haven't told him yet. So we've been out, in total we will be out 9 weeks. The only reason we've not done the full 3 months is, you may notice back in November and December we took 3 weeks of our Schengen and used it to go up to Denmark. So that's why we've only got 9 weeks this time. We have to start heading back up north next Friday, because that will give us a week to get up north. I wouldn't probably normally give us quite that much, but we've got the farmers and tractors at the moment, so we've got to be careful of that. We came in through the by Bordeaux, Biarritz, that area.
Yeah.
Going back, we're going to go through the Somport Tunnel so that we can take in a couple of other places we have been to before, but it was about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, so kind of I've forgotten about where they were now, so
Yeah.
I'll remember.
But there are places we have been recommended using that route, and that's the route we're going to take back. And then we're pretty much going to take back the same route, but we will stop at different places, because on the way down we stopped at Chartres, and we spent an awful lot of time obviously around the DAC area.
Yes, so we came out on the 27th December, back to the UK on the 1st of March.
Yep. Okay, Jeff and Diane, this is one for you. They want to know, if there was ever a fire, which one would you save? The motorhome or your Triumph Stag?
Well, that's a tricky one, isn't it, really?
No,
I know
the
one...
motorhome every day of the week.
Yeah, I
I'd let
know.
the Stag burn.
That's outrageous, you can't say that.
I can. What, you would let this burn over the Stag?
No, I'd probably move this on fire
No,
away
you can't
from the
move
stag.
it. No, you can't move it. There is a fire. It is one thing. You've only got time to save one thing. It's a raging inferno. It's coming. Which one are you going to get first?
But they did say in the
No,
question...
no.
The question was, no, I remember it well, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. So
we'll never know then.
let's
face it.
Let's not test that theory.
Yeah, right, yeah. So what he's basically saying is he's going to stand there and dither while the two burn to crumbling ashes. Sarah Pearson, how old are your beautiful girls, Pippa and Dolly? And did you get them vaccinated against the leishmaniasis before going to the south of France, Spain?
Also known as sandfly.
Yes.
So Pippa is 11.
Nearly 12. She'll be 12 in June.
Yeah. And Dolly is 8.
And she'll be 9 in June.
Yeah, so with regards to the pair of them, vaccinations, they obviously had what was needed before we came out. They've got a pet passport, as we've discussed, but we didn't go for the sandfly vax, did we?
We didn't.
We didn't go for that because it's not particularly the season, but also I'm mindful that they do get quite ill afterwards. There's a few after effects with the injection, so I didn't really want to put them through that. And we've kept away from those places. Things that we do get worried about are the caterpillars.
Yes, I'm fanatical about caterpillars.
That is something to be very mindful of, the processionary caterpillars. I know I'm digressing again, but once you mention the dogs and dog safety, you got to be there. And we get for them the Seresto collars. That covers them for fleas and ticks, so they're covered for that. They've had all of their jabs, and they're treated like princesses, so nothing's going to happen.
You hope.
Well,
we do our very, very best for
try.
them. We spoke to the vet in the UK because Dolly saw her not long before we came, and she said probably considering the time of year we were travelling and the fact we weren't going to be on beaches every day, all day, it probably would be okay not to have it. If we were coming and we knew we were going to have a very beachy holiday, I think we would definitely have it.
Yeah, it would be different, of course.
But as Reda says, it's those caterpillars. And as we drove into Spain a month or so ago, we could see them in the pine trees. Last year in Greece, we could see them there. We've seen them in Germany. So don't think you hear about them a lot in Spain, but they're all over Europe.
Yep.
And the best thing to do is don't park under pine trees. There is a very set season. I think it's about springtime. They turn into caterpillars, they drop down, and they will kill your dog if the dog gets the hairs on them. Read about it. Nasty little things.
They're nasty little things, and any caterpillar with the little fluffy bits can do damage.
Yeah.
The little hairs and so forth can be a problem for humans and dogs. So yeah, mindful of those.
Okay. Nath Aliavus. Hi, I would like to know how you get a cheap motor house and what is the best place to buy one?
I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of dealers in the UK, and there's plenty of private sellers.
Yeah.
We initially went to a dealer and bought our first motorhome, and prices were slightly on the up. We went and looked around to part exchange it, and we were being offered probably £7,000 less than we paid for it to part exchange it. So we decided to sell that one through Motorhome Depot. And again, if you go back, you'll see the vlog.
Yeah.
Now, we sold that one for a total, including the selling fees, we made £5 in a year. So had we gone back to a dealer for part exchange, you lose money. Dealers can, in my experience, be greedy. They can add on quite a little bit, but you get a warranty, you're getting, you know...
Is the warranty worth the paper it's written on though? Because we
always.
found out ours wasn't.
It wasn't really worth the paper it was written on, but dealers will knock you down a part exchange price, sell you at a premium, and there was one motorhome place we went to, they offered us £26,000 for our motorhome, and they had exactly the same but a year older for £34,000 a couple of doors away, didn't they?
I know.
And
I mean, we do
you know,
understand
I
they have to
understand
make
that
money.
They've
It's
got
a
to make money,
business.
but it's tricky. We found, for us personally, we went through Motorhome Depot. We sold through them and we bought through them. Now, a dealer will give you a warranty, but we went private and we said we want a hub check, we want an MOT. There's no guarantee, so you've got to test drive it, and what you find is what you get. Now, we've had it a year, we've had a problem, the springs broke, that was 400 quid. Little bits and bobs, just for general wear and tear. There was nothing wrong whatsoever with this motorhome, and I would say we got this for £10,000 less than you would have paid a dealer.
Yeah.
You'd have had peace of mind with a warranty. I don't know, we rolled the dice and we probably saved £10,000.
Yeah.
And I know today we could sell this van for what we bought it for.
Yeah, it's definitely a case of with Motorhome Depot, buyer beware, the onus is on you. We would 100% sell through them again, and we would 100% buy through them again.
Yeah, we absolutely would. And you know, you go on Facebook, there's vans like this for £3,500. There's so many scams out there,
Yeah.
so many tyre kickers and so forth. Motorhome Depot dealt with a lot. I know I'm digressing, but if you want a cheap motorhome, they're out there. You can buy private, you can go through Motorhome Depot. But all I would say is if you buy in private, which I think that's where the bargains are, the seller should provide a new MOT, a brand new hab check. Don't expect a guarantee. You know, I wouldn't give a guarantee if I sold this, but I'd simply give you a hab check and a brand new MOT so you can go, yes, that is, I'm happy with that, because a hub check will check your gas, your electric, every single thing that a dealer would put a warranty on. So for me, buying private is the way forward. Yes, if you've got a part exchange, you're going to get hit. We were lucky, we sold our first motorhome before we bought this, didn't we?
Yes, so we had a gap where
So-
about 3 weeks where we didn't have one.
So we had a gap, and we were lucky enough to be a cash buyer, so we had a bit of negotiating power as well. So yep, straight to the point. For me, buying private with somebody giving you the peace of mind with a hab check and an MOT.
Finished.
And of course, if you really want to, you can buy private warranties. You can buy warranties online to cover you for certain things like you can with a car.
Yeah.
So
Are they worth the paper they're written on?
probably as much worth as what a dealer will provide you with. Because we had a few issues with our motorhome and the dealer decided to deal with it himself, not go through a warranty. But then we had picked up the problems first, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it was backwards and forwards like a fiddler's elbow. And the next question is?
What is the most useless piece of equipment you have bought? And
Not including me.
I'll tell you, right, it's not equipment, but I'll tell you what the most useless thing we have spent money on since we've had a motorhome has been, and it's the motorhome and caravan club membership. What a waste of money.
What a waste of money.
Yeah, no, it is a waste of money. It was a waste of money for us
Yeah.
anyway, because you are paying every year to be a member of a club who makes you pay a lot of money to go and stay on one of their sites. A lot of the time the sites are not available. To be honest, we cancelled it. After 2 years we cancelled it. The prices were going up and up and up, and we just didn't feel we were getting value for money, and to be honest we weren't using them either. So we didn't even use the CL sites, did we?
No, we didn't. And, you know, without digressing like I normally would, we covered that on a vlog, several vlogs back. So
yeah, go back and have a look at our caravan and motorhome club, and you can see our thinking around it. But if that's the question, if the question is what's the most useless thing you've bought, that membership. I think a lot of people when they buy a motorhome think, oh, which one should I join? The caravan club or the caravan and motorhome club? Neither. You don't need to join either. You can use search for sites, park for nights. Pitch Up is a great favourite that we use.
Yeah.
There's plenty of ways of finding campsites. There's Brit stops, there's pub stops. I'm sorry, but I think the caravan and motorhome club is it's had its day, and unless it changes its ways and doesn't want to keep lining the pockets of its shareholders and starts thinking of its members again, I wouldn't recommend it. Right, and last question from Jet Black. Why are you called Redders?
Well, that's kind of stuck with me since school days, through the fire service and into YouTube. Surname is Redmayne, so it got shortened to Reds or Redders, and a couple of other deviants off of that, which weren't quite so polite. But yeah, that's where it comes from, my surname.
No, it's just always been Redders, hasn't it?
And that's it. So
we know we have old Redders watching us, as he likes to call himself.
We got Ken, old Redders.
Redders Senior, if we're going to be polite.
And I'm young Redders, I like that. So yeah, Redders just come from RedsgoTravels, which is off of Redders, Reds and so forth. So yeah, it just came from my surname. Nothing more sort of sinister than that, really, is it?
No, that's it.
Nothing bad to reveal on why I'm called that.
Yeah. So there you go. That's a few of your questions answered.
Yeah, I mean,
if you've got any more, just send them to us, and we can chuck them into a vlog here and there if you've got any questions that you would like answered by us.
Keep them coming. Quite enjoy answering your questions. And anything else that we can possibly help with. There's been a few questions on drones and dog safety and so forth. We will get round to that. Yeah,
and I am going to be, I've already started working on the pet passport video, so that was going to be coming out probably in March at some point, which will be enough time for you all if you're going to get ready for your summer travels and everything. So yeah, already working on that one. So we'll see you guys again on Tuesday.
Yes, thanks for watching.
Bye.
And goodbye.